Welcome back to Everyday I Race. Now, if you own one of these Ford Rangers, probably like 80 something to 2011, and you have a 5-speed manual transmission and a 4-cylinder engine, you probably use your e-brake cable a lot. And 20 years they tend to wear out, since factory routes them kind of goofy, so they bind up. So that's what happened to me. Mine started sticking, and I didn't feel like waiting until it was going to lock up in the middle of the highway and cause an accident. So I looked around for a parking brake cable for this truck's got 10-inch brakes. So there's a cable for 9 and 10-inch brakes specific. So I had to get the more expensive one for 10-inch brakes. It was like 81 inches and 9-inch brake. Brakes take like 80-inch cable, which is like $18. So I was like, whatever, I'll get the right one. So I called around. Unfortunately, O'Reilly's didn't have one in stock, and I just wanted to get it done. And AutoZone, about 8 miles down the road, had it. So I called them up. I was like, you got this cable? I gave him the part number, C11181. So because it takes them like 20 minutes to look it up. I think they get their employees from like I don't know where, but McDonald's probably. So I give him a part number. It makes things a lot quicker. So he looks it up. He says, yep, got one in stock. I was like, I've heard this before. Can you go and put your hands on it and pull it up front and put my name on it? So he's, all right, it'll take me like a few minutes. I was like, that's fine. A few minutes is better than me driving over there. And you telling me that, oh, sorry, we don't have one. Even though it says, computer says we got one, but we just don't have one. So he said he had one. He pulled it up front, put my name on it. Great. Got in my truck and started driving. I get there. Took like 20 minutes to get it, but we're not going to go into that. So come back, install the cable, put the wheels back on, roll down the hill, put it in gear, shut the truck off, and press on the e-brake cable, e-brake pedal. And as I'm trying to get out, the truck starts lurching back. I was like, what's going on? And the weird thing is that the pedal would only go about halfway through it instead all the way to the floor. And I thought that was weird. So I pulled the truck forward, parked it, put it off the ground, engaged the e-brake cable, spun the driver's side wheel, and it was locked up. It wasn't going anywhere. I go to this side with the e-brake on, and this wheel's nothing, spinning like nothing. So I take it all apart, and I look at it very, very closely. Well, first I looked at the package. I was like, yeah, that's the right part number. Ooh, I saw the problem right away. It said made in China, hecho in China. So that usually means it's garbage. Unfortunately, I was too desperate to pay attention. So I looked at, and what was happening is that, as you can see, spring is inside, and there's plenty of room between the coils. And on that one, as you put the lever inside the cable right here, the distance between coils would compress, and there was no space between the coils. So what I call it coil bind. So what it was doing is it was already compressed and couldn't compress anymore. And since this this spring is not inside of it, it's kind of like on the outside, it wouldn't pull the lever, and the e-brake wouldn't work. So whoever made it was probably made on like Monday morning, and they were drinking something or smoking something, and they just didn't care. So, and I was too frustrated to try to pull this whole thing out because it's kind of a pain in the butt. So I had to get a grinder, and I had to take 2 to 3 coils out of there. I had to cut them off, put slices on both sides, and just break them off. Here you can see all the crap. Once I removed those, obviously the coil bind, that the cable could compress quite a bit more, and it doesn't take but maybe 1/4 of an inch to engage the e-brake cable. So put it in about half an hour ago, and what do you know, I can actually engage the e-brake. This side works, the other side works, and the pedal is almost to the floor, about 80% there, just the way I like it. So this was supposed to be a 1-hour job, and because the parts are garbage, here I am on the second day, and in a pretty bad mood. So this is gonna be my rant. So if you're trying to replace your e-brake cable on your Ford Ranger, I'm not sure what the driver's side is like at AutoZone, but the passenger rear is not plug and play, to say the least. So if you're thinking about doing it, go somewhere else. Don't pay premium for a part that's like a piece of crap. So that's gonna be it. I'm gonna put the drum back on, I'm gonna put the wheel back on, and I'm gonna be done for tonight. I'm gonna go take a shower because it's hot and sweaty. So thank you for watching, and have a better day than me.